It's the women's 71 kilo A session. A session so stacked with talent, well, it makes all other sessions look weak and lacking in excitement in comparison. We can maybe pick the winner here with China. I think Liao Guifang proved to us all at the Asian Championships this year that she is just far too dominant for anybody. I mean, the way she hit those numbers, 120, 148, surely too much with that clean and jerk. But behind her, this is a wide open category.
Yeah, I mean, we could go so many different ways. Second, third, in really all these lists, just so stacked.
I think Angie Dajomes, if she snatches well, goes 3 for 3, she's going to get a bit of a lock out on the silver medal. We know that she can snatch big. She holds that world record at 121 kilos. But, you know, with so many other athletes capable of snatching at the 110 or over mark, the battle for medals behind the front runner will definitely be tight here. Miserendino, most recently, she snatched 109 kilos at the Grand Prix event.
Yeah, we've also got those inter-country battles here that I think a lot of our audience is going to be excited to watch.
Absolutely. These two athletes from the USA, Reeves versus Vibert. Kate has 104 kilos written in for her opening attempt. I believe her personal best is 112, which I believe that's also the weight that she hit in 2019 when she won the World Championships.
Yeah, that was the snatch.
Yeah, that massive 112 snatch. Olivia Reeves has 102 kilos written in. I've seen her snatch 105 kilos in the training hall multiple times, maybe 3 times now, 3 separate occasions since she's been here in Riyadh. Kate Vibert arrived a few days after Reeves did and worked up to 110 kilos.
Yeah, we're also looking at that 110 mark in the snatch.
Giulia Miserendino, you know, she snatched 110 kilos at the World Championships last year and then has attempted heavier lifts since. She made 105 kilos again, just like we saw with Olivia Reeves. So Olivia Reeves not only hit 102 in the back room, she also loaded and made 105 kilos, just feeling comfortable with that opener, hitting it before coming out. Giulia Miserendino is at 85 kilos, Kate Vibert at 95. Naama Saeed is also at 95. Both Liao Guifang and Angie Dajomes are still just on an empty barbell, 15 kilos for the 2 snatch world record holders.
Yeah, I believe we've also seen Reeves do 110. Maybe it was at a national level competition though. Vibert would be the lifter here at 104. She won't be coming out. She's going to bump up for sure.
Yeah, she's still at 95 in the back room. She may well have 100 kilos loaded. It's possible, but I would have thought 105 is a bit more realistic for Kate.
I think we're going to see some smaller attempts, more conservative jumps, trying to get those totals up.
Olivia Reeves, of course, the 2022 Pan American Junior Champion. Since she won that Junior World Championships title 2 years ago, she has continued to improve. She's put 6 kilos on in the snatch and she's put 12 kilos on in the clean and jerk, but unbelievably, that's just not been enough to bump Kate Vibert out of the running for the 2 US athletes. Kate right now, 248 kilos. She's the US lifter who has an Olympic spot in this category. And Reeves needs to move ahead of her, 249 today at least, depending on what Kate does. And to get there, she's going to need to be doing around that 110, 140 mark. They're both going to be looking for those sorts of numbers. Peaking perfectly for competition isn't easy. And after months of hard training, you want a program that actually helps you to lift at your absolute best on competition day. Which is why we've added a competition-focused program to WEIGHTLIFTING.ai, which squeezes out every last kilo of your performance in the snatch and clean and jerk, so that you can peak perfectly and perform at your absolute best. So, if you want to compete or even just test your 1 rep max, try the competition program for free with code 2weektrial at WEIGHTLIFTING.ai. Just select the date you plan to compete and we'll build the perfect program for you. That's code 2weektrial at weightlifting.ai. We'll see you there.
So, Miserendino would be the lifter at 105. That could be her opener.
Yeah, I believe so.
We saw her. Well, no, she's moved as well. Wow. This could be one of those games where there's a lot of movement early on with the expectation that creeping up to that heaviest weight they can do on an opener is the thing to do, the strategy, but it's a risky game to play. You have to make lifts.
Yeah. Giulia's still at 85 in the back room.
Miserendino opening to 1-7.
We've seen 3 world records in the snatch in this category. We saw Loredana Toma of Romania make it last year at the World Championship. She's sitting out of this competition. She weighed in yesterday. And then we saw Liao Guifang hit the 120 at the Asian Championships in May. 4 weeks later, and Dajomes hit it at 121.
Here's Reeves, 105. We saw her make this multiple times in the training hall.
And in the back room just now.
Yeah, she just did this weight.
Yeah, she's been sat waiting for a few minutes, but she's extremely strong.
So strong. Wow.
You know, this battle between the two US athletes is just,
you know, you
can't pick it. You know, just when you think it's one athlete, you see something like that, and you think, well, no one's moving 105 with that ease.
Yeah, I mean, the power, there's just so much in reserve there.
Yeah. Naima Saeed from Egypt just made 103. Kate Vibert, a rather wobbly 100, but she's made it. Well, they both have to go big.
Yeah.
I mean, Kate's loaded 104. She's taking that now in the back room. So she's going to be opening up at around the 107 mark, you'd have thought.
Dropped. No, she's asked for 106 here.
Yeah, she won't be coming out unless she's running away from that 104 quickly to try and get out. But
yeah, the timing would be a little off for her to take this if she's doing 104 right now.
Of course, Kate rose to stardom very quickly in weightlifting, having come from, was it gymnastics, I believe. She was a pretty high-level gymnast, moved to weightlifting in maybe 2016. 3 years later, she was a world champion. Remarkable story. Went to the Olympic Games and won a medal there, silver, was it? Yep. Sort of remarkably, Liao Guifang actually placed 4th at the World Championships last year, just wasn't in great shape. But has since added 18 kilos onto that total at the Asian Championships in Jinju.
Yeah.
Just too dominant, too strong looking in the clean and jerk in particular. We'll see what sort of shape she's in here, but I did film her doubling 105 in the training hall the other day and then hit a very smooth 110 kilo snatch single. The way we've seen other athletes here hit, but the way she does it, it's just a little bit different.
Here we go.
Miserendino, she made 100 look very comfortably in the back room.
Big opener for her as well.
110 is her best.
Oh, settles very nicely. She realizes
almost. She caught it and everything shifted forward just a tiny bit, but
she knows that was a little bit forward. She's got to clean that up, but wow, what a strong opening lift. 107.
Two athletes still yet to open. It's no surprise. It's Dajomes and Guifang.
The entire pack goes from 107, 106 to 108 now.
Yep.
It's just all in sync. Everyone's moving up, and those that can't hang will just drop off as we keep climbing.
Yeah, we have 6 at 108 and 3 at 110.
So Reeves moved up from her 107. Now it's going to bring out Vibert again. Just left that first one out front. A lot of power, big pull. She's just such an experienced lifter. Like you said, world champion, Olympic medalist.
I believe she's the only world champion in this session.
Taking that final second to focus on that one little technical aspect. Does she bring it in enough? Much better, good adjustment.
I mean, she almost pushed her way through it and lost it. But
almost overcompensated, but really, you know, such a veteran lifter.
Yeah, she looks strong today.
Yeah, we've seen the Chinese team just with such strong lifters. They always show up. Everybody is capable. Everybody is strong. This should be a pretty straightforward competition for her. So Reeves going for the 108.
Yep.
To put her ahead of her teammate Vibert.
Yeah, well, this will equal the most that we've seen from her. She made 108 at the Grand Prix. She made 108 at the Pan American Championships. That's
Huge
the one.
lift. Wow.
Yeah, Max, for a long
so
time,
comfortable.
People have been talking about Olivia Reeves, and she's got all this strength, and you know, but she's starting. I mean, her technique, she's sharpened it right up. She is looking so good right now.
So this is ties Miserendino's best snatch in competition, 110.
If she makes this, she'll need a 124 clean and jerk to get a new personal best. That's the one. That's a better lift. That's a better.
Gets up.
I think she's going to get the press out on her right elbow.
Oh, let's see. Oh, 2 to 1.
2 to 1. And I don't think they're going to challenge it. You
No,
know, from our angle, it wasn't at all visible. From the front angle,
yeah, you could see it.
It's too clear.
We have 4 athletes calling for 111, all of them looking for a medal.
Yeah, we have Sanchez, Vibert, Miserendino, and Reeves. You know, behind those 2 front runners, there's 5 athletes who could get the bronze. Yeah. And if they don't make this lift, it's not going to be them.
Huge lift for her. Puts her in a great position if she can make this.
Oh, just over, pulls it.
Just behind. Wow.
You know, I feel like she's actually lifting with more power than I've seen from her in a while.
Yeah.
She looks very strong coming off the floor and, you know, off the hip even.
We're down to 2 athletes left with 111 vying for that bronze medal, potential bronze medal snatch.
Miserendino and Reeves.
A very important lift. Reeves taking 111 now would force Miserendino up a kilo for a medal in the snatch.
I don't think she'd even do
it. It would be too much, potentially.
She's
question really is where does Reeves' power end? First and second snatches were so strong. We'll find out.
Well, it's not at 111, that's for sure, Max.
That is incredible. What a performance. We may be seeing
we might see a reversal of the 2 U.S. lifters here.
Yes, we could be
Kate's
seeing a
248. You know, what would she need? 138 would do it.
It's Miserendino here. 111 would be a personal record. Reeves is in the lead. Yes, Miserendino's gone up.
Wow, she's gone up to 112.
She's going for the medal.
She's going for it.
It's her lift. But before that, potentially we have Dajomes coming out for 112. She needs to start this competition. Nope. We see 112. Yep, Miserendino's the lifter.
Dajomes
she's bumped again.
Must have bumped to 113 as well. Okay, this
is massive. A 2 kilogram personal record for her.
Her first ever world's medal, if she makes it.
It's her lift. Yeah,
just looked so much heavier than the 110 before. So it comes down. This is what it comes down to. The 2, you know, they both held and currently hold world records in this category. Dajomes in the snatch, Guifang in the total. At the last World Championship, she made 116 kilos, but it was at the Grand Prix in Cuba back in June of this year that she set the world record at 121 kilos.
Forward.
Yeah, she rushed that one.
Rushed and forward. This is not a great place to be. She'll be following herself.
So here she comes.
Yeah, she rushed that first one. Probably took it for granted a little bit.
Angie Dajomes has won just about every youth and junior Pan American competition that she could have done, plus the seniors. She took a bronze medal at the World Championships last year. She wants to improve on that this year. Much better.
Wow.
The touch forward.
Yep.
You know, but she pulled it so much nicer than that opener.
Yeah, and just so much power.
Just immaculate chanting there from the Chinese team in the crowd.
The vibes are truly immaculate here.
They are.
115 opening snatch. Liao Guifang.
the world #1. 268 her best total, 120 her best snatch, 121. Oh, she's overdone it.
She's pulled it behind.
Yeah.
Definitely not the opening attempts we expected here from the two front runners. Yep, over-pulled the first one, rolled behind her.
That's the one.
Yep. Same thing, same pull, but fought it better.
Yeah. Yeah, similarly, a little bit more loopy than, or further back than she would have liked, but she is very strong.
Well, now the question is, what does Dajomes take? Does she go 16, hoping for the best possible scenario that she can creep ahead by a kilo? She's locked in for silver, no problem. So, yep, she's bumped up.
So what do they do?
Guifang's asking for, well, Dajomes is going to probably ask for 17. It's just a battle here for world champion. Every kilo is going to help her. Dajomes needs to snatch well.
It will be the second best snatch performance of her career.
Big
that's the best of the
three.
She had to be straighter with the pull, and she was.
Guifang going 20. You know, she can really show them, hey, I'm the most dominant here.
Yeah. Even when I mess up, I'm 3 kilos in the clear. Let's see. Liao Guifang,
huge
final
snatch.
attempt of the session. Oh my word. And again, just like with Angie Dajomes, it was the best of all three.
Just an enormous lift there.
I mean, almost robotic in the way she went up and hit that and walks off. No emotion.
Just smashes her 120 snatch.
Just numbers.